wasn't sure what direction I was going to go in as a young adult, and I thought, well, sure, I'll try it. Well, that turned into a 25-year banking career. As a banker, I'd climbed the corporate ladder and became an SBA manager. And because I was the manager, I was responsible for being in compliance with all those rules and regs. So I knew if I wanted to run a clean department, have a smooth operation, pass annual audits, I had to have good systems in place. So I developed this knack for creating systems, and I became very good at it. Right, people follow up in the prospecting stage. They follow up, get the business, transact it, and then drop the relationship. So I said, okay, there's an extension of follow-up, it's called staying in touch. So how am I going to consistently stay in touch with her? Well, I fell back on what I knew how to do, which was create systems. So I developed these systems for following up in the prospecting phase and then staying in touch once the business was transacted. And I'm very passionate about it because I know that every one of you is sitting on a gold mine. But to be able to tap into that gold mine, you've got to develop good follow-up skills. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. When you get good in investing in your relationships, you get good at customer service. And at the end of the day, that's what everyone wants. One is to build your business, and the other one is to build your relationships. You have to have a system. CRM, database program, contact management system, they all mean the same thing. You cannot be good at follow-up without having a system. Be open to using your database program. It will make a difference, and you will stop losing business when you use it. And at the end of the day, you do business with people, right? Life in business is about relationships. So you've got to take care of them. When you take care of your relationships, there's so much business there, right? See, what happens is people transact that business and then they're off looking for their next new prospect, lead, and client, and leaving so much behind them. So take care of those relationships. When your business is not transactional, it is relational, so it's recurring, you have to be very careful not to take that for granted. You still have to invest in those relationships. It takes far more time, energy, and money, and that's called prospect loyalty. This is very real, and people don't understand it, but this is invaluable time for you. Take on that mindset. I'm going to treat every prospect I have like they're already a customer, so that I have that buy-in from them when it comes time for them to move forward. You should meet with my person. And here's what she told me. She said, I could never go with anyone but Wanda because she's been following up with me for a year. That is prospect loyalty. I had only met her one time in person, but I had invested enough in her that I showed her who I was and how I do business. And I had enough loyalty from her that she wouldn't even take a referral from her husband. That is how it works. Referrals are the easiest leads you'll ever get. You've got somebody out there promoting you, your product, your service. Before you can become referable, you have to have a good relationship and you have to have loyalty, right? So it's not something that just happens. You have to work at it. But it's some of the most important work that you'll do. And see, what systems do is they put you on autopilot. Right? They put you in the flow of ease. You don't have to think about it. Thinking wastes time. It was just so systematic. We tightened up what he was doing, and then we added a couple other actions to what he was doing. Within 6 months, he had so many leads that he's now only taking referrals. You combine the right actions with systematic follow-up and staying in touch methods, the sky's the limit. And this is somebody who is in a business that you would think that would be really tough, wouldn't you? But it works, because going to events takes time and money, doesn't it? And time is money. So if you're going to events and you're doing nothing with the people you meet, you're going to get the same result as if you never went, right? See, if you contact a prospect twice and they haven't gotten back to you, the 90% assume they're not interested and they drop it. But that's not the case at all. We know, research tells us it takes between 5 and 12 contacts. And another thing that feeds that immediate mindset is a thin pipeline. When you have a thin pipeline, you don't have time, right? The fuller your pipeline is, you'll pull away from that immediate mindset. Here's what will happen if you improve your follow-up habits. The first thing is you're going to have a robust pipeline. The second thing that happens is you get more clients. The bigger your pipeline is, you're going to convert, not necessarily all of them, but the more prospects, the more clients you're going to convert. The third thing that's going to happen is you're going to have loyal relationships. You get more referrals, you make more money. And that's what we all want, right? You want to be passionate about what you do, you want to love what you do, but you want to make money too.